Wake up! Good morning! It's morning coffee with me, Bob, from OddsJam TV, and the Sports Nuts. Morning coffee and talk, sports talk. What else? Maybe a little life. Gotta wake up, man, and be in a good mood, right? Don't you love these live fade outs? Check it out. Oh, that's sound engineering at its best. All right, I'm Bob, ready to get your morning and my morning started off with some coffee and trying to get you guys to wake up. Don't forget, sign up and click the links below for the sports books in your state, for the best ones in your state. And don't forget the OddsJam Partner Program, where if you share this link, you can get 20% of the revenue that it generates. Share it with a bunch of people. It's a great program. And don't forget about the 3 free bets. If you go to oddsjam.com, it's right there on the home page. You sign up, they'll deliver to your email 3 free bets daily. And with that being said, it's time for coffee. Cheers. Hey, you love my OddsJam coffee cup. I know you do. We will be selling OddsJam apparel here in the future. Trust me. All right. So let me tell you what's going on here. I got to go to St. Louis. So I'm going to be doing my shows from St. Louis, but the afternoon show for the next 2 days, I will not be doing. Okay. So it will be back on Thursday. OddsJam TV on Friday. That's how we're going to do things this week. All right. So let's go and move and talk a little sports and do a recap of yesterday. All right. So first off, I just want to tell you, the UConn women, what a game, double overtime. They've advanced, and now Louisville beat Michigan. So congratulations to those two teams for making it into the Final Four. In the NBA, Nuggets beat the Hornets 113-109. Jokic, triple-double, man, 26 points, 19 rebounds, 11 assists. The Cavs beat the Magic. The Hawks whipped up on the Pacers. They're just not a very good team right now. The Heat beat the Kings, Jimmy Butler with 27 points. The Knicks outlasted the Bulls, even with DeRozan with a great game at 37 points. The Celtics lose to the Raptors. Marcus Smart with 28 points. The Spurs beat the Rockets. Murray with 33 points. And the Grizzlies whipped up on the Warriors. Not very good. The Warriors are just not very good right now, especially if you have Draymond and Steph out. And then the Thunder beat the Trailblazers. Okay, so a couple of points I want to make about the NBA. And by the way, if you like this video, click the like button, all right? And subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. I need as many. Do it now, all right? Right now, click subscribe. All right, I got a question for you, and I want you to comment on it below. Jokic, Embiid, or Giannis? Who you rolling with down the stretch for winning the MVP? And then we're talking about the Celtics and Marcus Smart. Heading into the playoffs in the East, the Celtics are scary. They rested most of their starters last night and still only lost by 3. They got a lot of depth. They got selfless play. They're going to be tough in the playoffs. And from a betting standpoint, let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies, who continue to dominate. No Morant, no Jackson Jr., and they're still dominating. Check these insane numbers against the spread. 50-26-0 against the spread. They cover 65.8% of the time. 30-17 against the spread is a favorite. 25-13 is an away team. All right, you got it. Memphis Grizzlies roll with them. All right. Yes. Now to the NHL. Where are my Blues? Beat the Canucks 4-1. Vladimir Tarasenko becomes only the fifth St. Louis Blues player to get 500 points with the team. The other ones, Bernie Federico, Brad Hull, Brian Sutter, and Gary Younger. Some of those you don't know. The Hurricanes beat the Capitals, whipped up on them 6-1. The Sabres outlasted the Blackhawks 6-5. The Oilers whipped up on the Coyotes 6-1. And the Kraken go to LA and just whip up on the Kings 6-1. Yes. Now, with that being said, a couple things. Western Conference division races are heating up. Oilers and Kings, who do you think has the edge down the stretch? Once again, comment below. And don't forget, if you're here right now and you're watching this, subscribe. And the Bruins are really rolling. Are they going to make some noise in the playoffs? Those are things that I want to ask about with the NHL. And that's the recap brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. And it's time for coffee. Cheers to you. If you're at work, if you're at home, wherever you're at, have you eaten breakfast? I haven't. All right. Let us take a look at Positive EV and what's out here on the Positive EV page and OddsJam, and let me remember to share my screen. Now, I hope you don't get bored with this because I'm telling you right now, this Positive EV page has a lot of plays, folks. A lot of opportunities to make things happen for yourself. And especially when you kick in the player props, which are in right now, okay? That makes a big difference. And I'm going to tell you right now, especially in the NBA, because I've been doing videos for NHL player props, and you're very limited with the NHL. But in the NBA, you got all kinds of options and combinations that show up on Positive EV. And I can't wait for what happens come baseball season. There's going to be more of this type of stuff coming along, and you will see me doing some baseball videos also. Okay, so I'm going to look at a couple here. One of them I'm going to play. And that is this one down here. Claude Giroux over 2.5 shots on goal. The OddsJam perfect lines minus 144. You can get it at DraftKings at minus 110. If I click on it, here's what it looks like. If you're searching, there it is right there. But I'm going to go ahead and add Claude Giroux over 2.5 shots on goal. This played out before. Actually, I have 2 player props that I played have had Claude Giroux, and both of them have won. So, you know what? When you get on a roll with somebody, you just kind of got to do what you got to do. Okay, first half point spread. Mavericks and Lakers. Looks like the play here is the Positive EV. Is the Lakers at plus 126, plus 5.5 points. I'm going to jump on that. See what happens. It's a first half spread. And now let me get to my bet tracker and let you see what the bet tracker looks like. So I just added a couple of bets. And here are the 2 that I just added right here. And this grades your bets automatically. It's 100% free. Grade your bets. So you could see last night there's a win, a loss, and a win, and a win, and a win, and a win, and another win, and another win. I had a heck of a night last night, folks. I went 11-2, 13 plays that I made, and they were not normal for me. My stakes got a little bit higher, and I was on a roll, and I made me some money last night. But I was able to track it in my bet tracker, which shows me where my profit is to date, my pending bets, my return on investment of completed bets, which is at 3.6%, my percentage of my bets that I placed that have beat the closing line value, CLV. If that's over 50%, that's good. And here we are. We are profit over time. I'm in week 12, and you could see where my best week was week 3. This is by sports book and profit by sport and by type, normal or EV. So there you go. There's the bet tracker. That's OddsJam, and it's time for a sip of coffee because we got to keep the show rolling. We got to keep going, folks. All right. So let us look at what's going on in today's sports because I'm excited about this as to what we got in store for us on the schedule in the NHL and the NBA. Let's start with the NBA. And let me take a look at what is up on tap. Well, here's a perfect start to the marquee matchups here, folks. Well, actually, it's one. The one marquee matchup is Milwaukee at Philadelphia. We talked about Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic as front runners for MVP. Well, let's just do it. Let's have a head-to-head with two of the leading contenders for MVP. And on top of that, they both have identical records, 46 and 28. Who you like in this game? Do you like Milwaukee? Do you like Giannis? And while we're at it, let me go ahead and share my screen again because I love doing this kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. This won't take long, I promise. Let's go ahead and take a look at this spread. I'm just curious as to where it's at right now. All right, so point spread. This is how you can check odds quickly, folks. There we go. So there you are, 1.5. OddsJam perfect line looks like anywhere from plus 100 to minus 105, depending on who you pick. If you think the Sixers are gonna, if you want to lay the points, here's minus 112. You get it for minus 110 at Caesars. If you want the Bucks plus 1.5, it's minus 105. You can get it minus 110 at BetMGM, BetRivers, DraftKings, FanDuel, and PointsBet. So that is the odds page, and I just had to check that real quick. Wanted to know what the odds were on that game. Looks like a classic could be in the making in that game. All right, in the NHL, we've got some pretty big games. Toronto is at Boston. All of these have playoff implications. Carolina's at Tampa Bay. The Rangers are at Pittsburgh, and I know the Rangers are only a point behind the Penguins right now. Colorado is at Calgary, and it's a big matchup for one big reason. They're both leading their divisions, and who is the superior division in the West? Is it the Central or the Pacific Division? What do you guys think? Comment below. If you got any comments, positive ones, preferably, please. preferably positive comments. Please leave them below. Okay, so here's what's going on once again this week. I am heading to St. Louis back to go see my granddaughter, Alora. Okay, so going to be doing the shows remotely. I'll be there with you, coffee every morning. I won't have my cup with me, so one more time, I want you to see this OddsJam cup right here. Go to contact@oddsjam.com if you're interested in this cup, or hold on, this baby. You like that? Huh? Looking good, huh? And also shirts. Oh, you know what? This came from Ina. I know. Once again, I have to compliment you for being such a sweetheart and sending this stuff to us. We love it. There you go. There's an OddsJam t-shirt there too on my counter at home. All right. So with that being said, pretty well coffeeed out. I don't know about you guys. Got more to do. Once again, no afternoon show today. I'll be with you at 5:30. Me and Mike, last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Which, by the way, our last minute betting has been coming up with quite a few winners. You don't want to miss that show. There's quite a few winners. Mike has been doing a great job with the NBA and positive EV and everything. So check us out. That's 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 is Eastern Time. All right. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. Thanks for being with me today. I appreciate it. You know that? I love your company. Wake up!